everyone! Welcome back to the Murphy Code. In the last one, everyone dealt with some little pets in the sewers. And there was only like 30 of them. And
There were a lot.
the first thing we're going to do is group chat update. Lily over here posting birds. And then Kane's like, Brad knew a guy. And then Brad's like, I'm gonna let us off easy this time. Because Lily was like, are you guys okay? And, yeah. That's everything you missed. And now I'll leave it at the bottom of the group chat. And let us resume. So, you guys are now out of jail. What do you want to do?
Are we going to see if the fortune teller has returned or not?
Alright. So you head over to where Louisa works. You know where that is?
I'm going to say my character does, yes.
Why would you know where that is? I'm just kind of trying to follow your logic here.
Because in the past you mentioned that he went to his favorite fortune teller and she wasn't there.
Ah, that's right. So yeah, Louisa, have you returned to doing fortunes? Hold on. I'm sorry, I forgot to unmute the recording. They didn't miss much, don't worry. They just missed, your talking Brad and then your brief talking Ninja. They could still hear me. Because of the way it's set up, I have to unmute and I just forgot. I caught it early this time. So, but yes, Brad was just explaining that that in the last session we spoke about how his favorite fortune teller wasn't there. And
Barbie?
yes, sorry, I used the wrong name. We can hear you adjusting your mic, by the way. So Ninja, yes, you may continue now. Sorry about that.
Louisa actually owns like a small little we'll call it an antique shop. It's not very big, it's not very but it's decent size. Selling all kinds of like little like knickknack stuff, but that's also where she gives her fortune telling. So people are welcome to like go into her shop if they want a fortune. She charges a couple bucks to like see visions if stuff that they want, as well as just sell little like antiques, kind of strange antiques, but still, what you would find in a sketchy looking antique shop.
Barbie looks around. He's like, fortune teller, you're here!
You see Louisa kind of like peek out from one of the side rooms as she just sighs. She goes, "Oh, seems that my regular has come."
Where has fortune teller been?
She just kind of sighs as she just gives a shout. She goes, "You wouldn't believe me if I told you, dear."
Fair. He like places some change on the table. He's like, Barbie wants to know where the next strange portal will appear.
Lisa kind of raises an eyebrow. Strange portal.
Has fortune teller not watched news?
She kind of says, she goes, "By the way, dear, I have told you before. My name is Louisa. And I've heard I don't usually keep up with the news very often. I only hear rumors, but I have not really heard rumors about portals."
You have heard Brad mention Louisa a few times.
Okay, Louisa. So strange portals have been appearing. Things have been in there like green guys. And giant ferrets.
Barbie wants to know where the next one will be.
Louisa looks a little skeptical at the whole green guys and description, though this is out of character. She would remember like Fox and everybody, right?
Yes.
All right. She does, her eyes do widen just a tad underneath her veil at the mention of a fox. And then she kind of walks over to Barbie and she goes, "A fox, you say?"
Yes, group has fun fox. Small doctor enjoys the fox.
This actually makes her kind of gasp for a second as she kind of taps her chin and mumbles, "Can it be? Do you happen to know the names?"
He thinks for a moment and says, "The foxy uses numbers. I don't remember numbers. Small doctor is Lily. Have you heard of Lily?"
Louisa perks up, and for a brief moment, a smile kind of shows on her face. But then immediately turns into a frown as she sighs, rolling her eyes, rubbing her temple, like, "Of course that fox is also here." Uh,
Do you know
Barbie.
Fox?
She frowns deeper. "Unfortunately. Though, fortunately, I believe I know Lily." "Your name's Barbie, correct?"
Yes. That's the name I use.
"All right then." She points up a finger. "How about instead of charging you for a vision, I do a favor for a favor?
Sure.
This group with the fox and Lily, can you bring them here to my shop, please?"
You had the group chat. Barbie, by the way, just as a reminder.
Yeah, he pulls out his phone.
Alright, what do you type in the group chat?
Fortune teller wants to see you guys.
And just as she sees him typing, she kind of taps his phone and says, "Might want to also mention that my name is Louisa, dear. That'll make them come here faster. Trust me."
Do.
In group chat.
Yep.
Okay.
Chat has been updated.
Well, hold on. You put it under. You should leave a gap. And then we'll
Alright,
just.
sorry.
It's just that way it's easier to tell it's new stuff.
Ah, okay.
So. Whoop whoop. You all get a new message.
No one responds to the message?
Brad
That's
responded
it.
to the message. He writes down OMW, which means on my way.
Bad guy said OMW? What does OMW mean?
Is it a type of car?
Is it a type of car?
Louisa just shakes her head. She goes, "No, dear. It's a short version for on my way."
Oh.
She does kind of scratch her chin. She goes and she says, "You look a lot more younger than me, and yet you do not know this term. Interesting."
Barbie focuses on what he's good at, defending.
"You almost remind me of somebody." Well, at least with the way for what you just said. mannerisms are completely different.
So,
Eventually, Brad pulls up.
alright, well, before that, Lily, you are in your room.
Oh boy.
What are you going to do?
Oh, crud. This isn't going to be as easy as last time. I don't have a convenient excuse lined up. Wonder if I make up a lie and say that I have a piano lesson or something, if they'll believe it.
I don't know. Are you going to go and try?
Lily gets up and goes to look for Joseph, but not Joseph, to go ask him if he thinks this will work. Or rather, actually, to remind him about the quote-unquote piano lesson that she definitely has today.
He looks to you and then he says, and then he taps his nose and then he goes over to your mother and says, "Excuse me, madame." She's like, "Yes, what do you want?" "Lily is about to be late for her piano recital. Will you be attending?" "No, of course I'm not attending. Just put a cardboard cutout of me in the crowd. She won't know the difference." "Of course, madame." And
Negligence.
he goes over to Lily and he says, "Your mother will be attending the recital." He pretends you didn't just hear all of that, by the way. Like, your mother wasn't exactly subtle.
Lily, can't even really work up the nerve to go, "Oh, goody," so she just kind of makes the most awkward, twitchy smile she can.
So, you get in the limo and he drives you there. Folks comes out of the little glove compartment and looks over to you and says, "Oh, hi."
Fox, oh my gosh. My mom is horrible.
"Well, I mean," he sort of pauses for a moment and says, "Horrible for this world or horrible for the world we came from?"
You know, my ones in the other world were better. They were so much better. So I'm saying maybe worse than the one we came from.
Oof, that's rough. You want to run away?
I think if I did that, he would kill me.
Well, at least you've got glove box. Look what I found. And they pull out some ancient looking chewing gum that was at the very back of the glove compartment.
Oh, heck yeah, free gum!
I know, right? But your driver, Craggy, grabs it before you both can eat it and says, "I'll just get you some new stuff."
Is it still free?
"Yes, dear.
Oh, heck yeah, free gum!
I will drop you off and then I will go and purchase it."
Thank you.
He drops you off at the store and now, yeah. So you all arrive and the door opens. Lily is the last one to arrive, but you all make it to the fortune teller store. And there's Louisia.
Well, this is the spot. At least from the ads I've seen.
Oh yeah, Barbie, remember, you all appeared out of thin air. Barbie not understand how it works.
Neither do we, big guy.
Probably best you don't know, because even we don't understand very well. Louisa kind of says that she smiled, seeing Brad.
Good to see you again.
Now, I'm just going to interrupt you really quick here, just to remind Ninja that you need to say no when they offer you to help with the warp stuff. Because you want to change characters.
I mean, I figured, but yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, just a reminder. Okay, so you may continue. Lily, Louisia's there.
Lily actually doesn't say anything. Like, while she's in there, she just kind of stares.
Lisa kind of turns to look at Lily, feeling a relief seeing the young one okay, but also wondering why they're so quiet. She tilts her head. She goes, Lily, something the matter?
You were alive this whole time.
She looks down a bit and she goes, apparently, I did not know that you all had survived either.
We were kind of worried since you weren't answering any phone calls or messages.
You didn't have those, remember? You had no way to contact them.
Oh,
Yeah,
never
I
mind.
never gave any kind of number like that to you guys or a cell phone.
Yeah, you... Just as a reminder.
I had
Heck.
no way to contact you guys either. Nor did I know whether you had survived. Apparently, I had been relocated to a new place that was away from the group. It seems you all were still together.
Most part, yeah.
Well, not knowing if whether you all had made it back either or not, I decided to come back here to my store and reopen it. It had gathered quite a bit of dust around here, she says. She motions to it. So it took a while to finally get it cleaned up and right again, so I could start selling things and my fortunes again.
Seems like a lot of us have finally managed to settle back into normal life. At least for the most part.
She kind of shrugs as she again rubs her neck a bit. She goes, sort of. My visions still haven't ceased as they usually do. But
Oh, you
at
still
least this
have
time,
those.
I've had them for a very long time, dear. Even if technically whatever we went through has changed, or we were thrust out of it into a new location with new issues, those still have not changed for me.
Okay.
Speaking of new issues.
Okay. You're, looking around the store. You notice a monkey's paw.
Oh no.
Oh, what's this do?
It's fake.
Louisa looks over. She kind of help like giggle, but she goes, "Use it at your own peril, dear. Monkey's paws can be both helpful and a curse."
Hmm. Alright. Kane sets it down shortly after. Oh, by the way, since you know about the visions and stuff, do you know anything about the warp as well, or is that separate matter?
She has a small, confused frown. The warp?
That's what we call those portals.
You haven't noticed that time stops briefly?
She still looks very lost to what you guys are saying, and she goes, "I'm afraid not. Though my visions have been hazy, a little more than usual lately. Maybe perhaps that's what's disrupting them so much."
Barbie came to ask where next disturbance will be.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, so you're going after these portals. Is that what I'm getting at?
Since
Yeah.
we kind
Not
of.
if left alone.
Yeah.
Lisa kind of holds up and she goes, "One person at a time, dears, please. I'm very, very old, and I'm afraid it's kind of hard to keep up with everything."
So Allow me to explain then. Ever since we came back about 6 months later, these weird portals have been opening up, and when they do, time gets weird. It sort of stops for everybody else except for myself, Kane, Lily, and for some reason Barbie. And when we go over to the spot where the portals have opened, we see monsters, for lack of a better description. Monsters that we've seen before. And they were killing people. But when we go into those same rifts, we get all of our original powers back, all of our skills, and then some. So that we could be able to fight them. Lily here is able to close the portals as well.
Louisa kind of glances to Lily, what looks to be like a hint of concern. And then she taps her chin off while she goes, I have not really been noticing this, but then again, I have been mostly just stuck here in my shop. But this does sound very dangerous.
Trust us, it is. But so far, we're the only ones who even managed to interact with these portals without getting brutally killed by orcs and giant weasels.
Then they vanish after we close portal.
But not the bodies. The
Louisa
bodies of
looks a
their
little troubled.
victims.
Louisa looks troubled as she actually takes off the headband and her veil a bit to look at everybody honestly as she just sighs, and then she gives a stern frown and she goes, Are you sure there's no one else that can do this? You know, we went through quite a bit and
We know. It's just us.
Maybe you could help us find organization or other people?
Louisa, I want you to roll me a history check.
boy. Alright, let's see.
It's foggy, but you do remember a group coming around to your store to get a fortune one time, and they were suspicious as all heck because they immediately became another regular for your store. And they kept trying to strongly encourage you to join their organization. So you told them no and stopped allowing them in.
Louisa frowns firmly, looking a little bit more expressive as she actually looks very displeased. And she goes, Please do not tell me you're talking about those ruffians that keep trying to coerce me into their organization.
So you've actually had visitors then. Of
I
those
do
kind.
have my regulars, like Barbie here, who are innocent enough to ask for a small fortune every often, so I use my visions for that. But there are still a few who find out about my gift and try to use it for other reasons. Unfortunately, this other group found out and have been trying to also use it. I am not one to be used anymore, dear, so I told them firmly no. But they can be quite persistent sometimes. I have just gained my freedom back after our last escapade. I tend to keep it that way.
Fair enough. But maybe you could at least point us in the right direction.
Lisa can't help but give a small smile as she throws her arms out and motions to her shop. Technically, you've come to the right place. As I said, they're still being persistent in trying to come visit and continue to convince me to join.
As you
Pretty sure
motion,
if you stick around.
go on.
I'm pretty sure if you stick around,
Okay.
So yes, as you motion wide, the door opens, and this unassuming man in a suit walks in, and he's wearing sunglasses. He sees you all, and then he sort of adjusts his sunglasses and heads over to one of the shop areas and starts to pretend to look over the items, occasionally glancing towards you all.
I'm assuming this is one of them, right?
Yeah, you can tell because he's wearing sunglasses indoors.
So Louisa, well, oh no, suspicious. All I hear in my head is don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. And it's like,
Brandon
Anyway.
leans over to her and whisper, "He the guy."
Louisa just glances over to him, gives the tiniest little like head nod in confirmation, and then turns, grabs her veil and puts it back on her eyes, and then goes behind her desk quietly, like pretending like she's like waiting for him to make a decision or waiting for you all to make a decision on what you want to buy, quotations.
We approach this.
Kane's going to Louisa. He has his own questions to ask.
So you're going to ask Louisa some questions, Kane?
Yeah, he has one.
Go for it.
Well, while they focus on that, Louisa, I have something I want to show you to see if you can pick up on it or not. And Kane shows Louisa like an egg-shaped toy with a chain around it. So,
Egg-shaped toy?
yes, I'm going to explain what it is shortly. Yeah.
Okay.
So on the egg-shaped toy, there's a digital screen on it, and it looks like a little like rabbit figure inside of it, just dancing around.
Tim. Toasty buns.
So I tried taking a screwdriver to this after it appeared in my pocket, and it melted the screwdriver. Do you know what this is about?
Raise an eyebrow, giving a brief glance to the others and concern, and then back to Kane to give her full attention, and goes, "You don't think that probably wasn't the smartest thing to do to touch an unknown item with something else? What if it exploded?"
Well, then I learned something new. Plus, I used the metal arm. It's okay.
Of course.
The little Tamagotchi, the figure on it is sort of like in like 2 frames a second, smashing against the screen, like trying to get Kane's attention.
Huh? Oh. What is it, Toasty?
They point towards one of the buttons.
Kane presses the button.
A burger appears on the screen. They sit down and begin to eat it.
Oh my god.
Food. You have your own personal Tamagotchi that you have to take care of now.
Risa kind of tilts her head with a raised eyebrow, curious to do like, Are you sure that's not just a regular toy, dear? You seem to be enjoying it.
He melted a screwdriver I tried to put to it, Louisia. And when I'm in the weird thing, I guess it comes out and it just becomes a real size like rabbit. A little bigger than that.
Looks like you have a familiar now, at least from what I have seen. She kind of looks
You've
around some of
seen-
her shops. She goes, "There's a couple of items in here that are said to contain spirits or familiars that if a person touches it, they usually gain some kind of creature or spirit that follows them around. Some you can see, some you can't. This sounds like that case, but if you like, I'll try to see if I can see something." She holds out her hand.
Kane gently places the toy in her hand.
Alright. The moment you let go of the toy, it teleports back to your hand.
Weird.
Kane tries it again.
Whoop.
Louisa just stands there looking amused with her hand outstretched, just waiting for it to fall, but already knows it's not going to in her hand.
Kane like shakes the arm rapidly now, and it looks like it's like stuck to it like glue. It's not going off, Louisia.
And then, with a horrified expression, you both watch as the Tamagotchi sort of sinks into your skin and vanishes.
Louisia, am I possessed?
She actually giggles a little bit. And she actually gives you like a pretty small but honest smile. And she goes, "Well, you haven't changed. Do you have any intrusive thoughts that don't sound like quite yourself?"
Ah, rah, rah, rah.
I want a burger, but I hate burgers. Also, I don't understand what's in my head right now. Just making noises.
Then I would say yes, you probably are possessed.
Kane slams his head like on the desk in question.
Louisa actually giggles behind her hand and can't help but actually just out of instinct, like her grandmother instinct just kind of kicks in and she just pats top of his head. She goes, "There, dear, you'll be fine. If anything, you gained someone that could protect you. Because to be fair, with how long it's been since I've seen you all and how long you probably had this thing, you probably would have already been like transformed at this moment."
Wait, what is that supposed to mean?
You look down to your hand. The Tamagotchi is back.
Take very good care of it. Because if you take care of it, it'll probably be beneficial. If you do not, perhaps it's best you don't find out what it'll do if you don't feed it.
Kane
It has
presses the
pooped.
button for one burger. Kane presses the clean poop button.
There's a little animation of a broom sweeping it up.
This is actually a little annoying, but I'm addicted to it, and I don't know why.
Oh no. You have a Digimon now.
Digimon Tamagotchi.
They're both technically the same thing.
So, while Louisa and Kane are struggling with the Tamagotchi, the rest of you head over to the guy wearing the sunglasses. He is currently actually looking at the monkey's paw, and he seems to be going, "Now, is this a real one or..."
Barbie doesn't know. He said that to the person.
He looks over to you and he says, "Right. Can I help you?" "I am Phil. Phil, classified."
Right.
So you were classified still classified?
No, my last name is classified.
So we don't get to know your last name.
No, my last name is literally classified.
I see. We will
That-
never know your last name.
Yes.
Don't worry about Barb. She's just like that.
Did you need something?
How do I ask this? Do you come to this place often?
That's classified. Do you come to this place often?
My first time being here. But I do know Louisa.
Do you know about some anomalous things that have been happening, say to a subway?
You know.
Barbie was present.
He looks towards Barbie. Right.
It's going to believe the giant ferret story, Barb.
No, that sounds very believable to me. I think I'm gonna have to. Would you guys be open to coming into the main office?
You got a business card?
He hands you a business card.
Hmm.
It's a pair of sunglasses.
With no address.
We are the Mibs. That's the Men in Black sunglasses.
Oh.
Oh.
Sounds familiar. We'll keep in touch.
The address is written in written in lemon. All you need is a black light to find it.
I don't think Louisa here sells any black lights, as far as I know.
Black light? Does that mean it lights things, or is it still black?
More like ultralight. Ultraviolet light.
So it's very purple.
It's very purple, but it also makes
I ha-
things glow.
I have some in my workplace.
Good to know. Well, anyways, thanks for the card. We'll keep in touch.
Right. If you happen to be involved in a certain thing that may or may not involve strange portals and green people and deaths that aren't being reported, you might want to come by. And
Brad just grimaces at the mention of green people.
Are green people bad?
They are.
look, aliens are aliens. They're out there. And he reaches over to a desk, grabs a random item, and heads over to the counter to pay for it. I would like one mood ring.
You both
Louisa?
talked at the same time. I didn't hear what you said.
Louisa, he's approached you and he said, I would like this mood ring.
Louisa just kind of stares him down, looks down at the item, and she gives a small smile. She goes, "Very well, $10."
He gives you $10 and the same card that he gave the others.
Louisa just sighs, shaking her head again, receiving another card. Puts the money away properly, and then just gives a small thank you nod.
He puts the ring on, it turns black, He goes, huh. And then he walks out.
Kate swipes the card from Louise. Yeah, I'll take that from you.
Dear, dear. Luckily, this is the extent of their irritation. He just lingers around and then gives me another card. I know how many of these I've thrown out already.
You don't make House of Cards?
I do have a couple of playing cards you can buy.
No, I mean, did you not try and make House of Cards from Glasses cards?
No, I'd rather not have those cards in my shop. I burned them.
Okay.
DM, I have a question.
Yeah.
I remember with the first session, Kane's father talked to him about his mother.
Yeah.
What were the clues that he was given?
Well, it's a good thing we record the sessions.
Ah, dang. I don't remember. It was kind of vague.
They were on that session. You'll have to go and look it up. It was at the tail end.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I gotcha. No worries. I remember now.
I think it had to do with the cube he gave you. Yes.
Yeah, that's all. I think that was the only clue he got. Oh,
And
just curious.
yeah. All right. So, Lily.
Yeah, so we're not going out with that guy, right?
We know he's our only lead.
He was wearing sunglasses inside.
I think that's their stick.
The women.
Crazy people wear sunglasses inside.
I feel cold out here.
Only those up to something, dear.
Yeah. I don't know if I like what they're up to. It might be drugs.
I think it's drugs. I think it's more closer to what we've been trying to do.
Barbie pats Lily on the head. Don't worry, Barbie will defend you from drugs.
I mean, there's some that I have to be involved with. Because I heal you guys. But I don't think I want those ones. Those ones are street drugs.
Knowing your parents, they probably wouldn't care either way.
Oh, you had to do me like that.
Ooh.
Crikey would. Crikey would.
That's true. It's
I'm sorry, but it's fun to hate on them a little bit, you know?
no, that's true. It's true.
I mean, I don't know if I trust going near people who wear the sunglasses inside and look like they're doing some shady stuff, possibly in alleyways, possibly with drugs.
So at this point in time, you realize that Barbie is almost dressed up like a mobster.
Lily just slowly
Terrible,
turns.
terrible style.
Lily's just like, Lily does not see Barbie as much of a threat solely because he's wearing such colorful clothing.
Kane pulls out a pair of glasses. He flicks them up to open them, and he puts them on. They're not sunglasses, they're glasses nonetheless.
Louisa rolls her eyes and smacks the back of his head.
Ah, not my glasses!
It was due to those people that I heard the rumors about these portals. But I thought he was just speaking nonsense.
Turns out it wasn't.
Well,
Last time I'd seen some of those people talk, they talk about a rat messiah, and I agree with you at that point, Louisa.
yes. Well, if it's any consolation, she reaches in and pulls out her phone. I can finally get your contacts if you wish to still keep in touch. Though, and she looks a little troubled and ashamed saying this. This is not something that I wish to be involved in. At
It is
least not in person.
Yeah, I get it.
Not only that, but you said that time stops when these portals open. I have not seen or felt anything of that relation, even with my visions. So I doubt that I would be any help when these things open up, because you said it does not affect you all, does it?
It's not.
So, I do want to say this, just so you know, Ninja. I was going to have it that you could potentially find the portals, but that you could just post them in the group chat.
Oh, okay.
But if you don't want to do that, I completely understand. It's just this way Loisia still stays active in the story.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm tired brain thinking right now, so.
No. No. I'm telling you this now because I haven't had a chance to tell you, so it's up to you.
No, yeah. No, redact then. I got another idea then. No, I'm fine with that.
Alright.
She'll just look apologetic again. And she'll say, I can assist with helping you track down these portals. If they have been messing with my visions, then I might be able to hone in on the interference and help you find them. But I'm not as young as I used to be, dears. I'd rather no longer, if I can choose not to fight, I would rather not fight. Now that I have that choice.
That's understandable.
Still, you can rely on my support.
That's much appreciated. Thank you. And yeah, she gives in the number for the group chat.
Alright. Louisia has joined the group chat.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else you guys would like to do before you leave Louisia's store?
Lily is going to leave with everybody else, but she does not look happy at all.
Before he leaves, he looks over to the half monkey, half dog statue and says, "Is this for sale?"
Louisa looks a bit surprised and she goes, Everything is for sale, dear. Though may I ask why that interests you so much?
I don't know. It just looks familiar.
She just shrugs. She goes, All right, you can go ahead and take it.
How much?
She just shakes her head. I owe you and the group very much, dear. You can have what you need here. I won't charge you anything.
You sure?
She nods and gives a small smile. My visions can help keep me pretty well paid, so to speak. All
Ah.
these here are just trinkets that I've either gathered or people had given me.
Enough. Thanks.
And she gives a bit of a smirk. She goes, I only charge those who annoy me. That mood ring I sold that gentleman, a child won tickets for it and gave it to me at an arcade.
Got it.
So, this is out of character, but I'm sorry to ask this, but I have no idea what the reference is for this half monkey, half dog creature. Would you mind?
Okay, so if you remember the black market raid, they were selling exotic animals.
Oh, yeah.
And one of them was like a half dog, half monkey creature.
Right.
That Lily adopted.
Right, I remember now.
Actually, really was threatening to shoot someone if they didn't get it.
Yeah, she was threatening to shoot Kane over it.
Alright, thank you. Thank you. I'm caught up now.
Alright.
Just another reminder that Lily is on Kane's shit list.
By the way, Louisa does kind of look a little bit sad seeing Lily just walk away without saying anything, but she does sigh a bit. And she goes, "Watch out for each other, dears. I'll be here if you ever need a place to just rest or talk."
Brad nods affirmatively.
So is Barbie.
Louisa nods back, but then she frowned as she goes, "That fox, though, is not allowed in my shop. He will wait outside."
Rough.
Lily like stops for a second and she turns around and just for the briefest of moments there is a look of rage doesn't even begin to describe it. Its hatred so immense that it seeps beyond hatred. And she just stays like that. She says not a word. Just leaves in a huff. You insulted the fox, Heather.
The
Folks is
man.
Folks is waiting outside for you, Lily, and they have an entire packet of chewing gum in their mouth waiting for you.
Her expression doesn't actually shift immediately out of the stone cold look she had before. It kind of stays there, and not even the gum is enough to really snap her out of it at first. It's actually Fox himself that kind of gets her to like stop frowning so hard and just kind of she pets him while still somewhat frowning and just wordlessly like takes a piece of gum.
Folks just sort of watches this after a bit and then says, If you don't stop looking at me like that, I'm gonna eat the entire thing."
You drive a really hard bargain.
They take a playful stance and they sort of growl at you lightly as they shake their mouth and with the item in. They're trying to get you to play tug of war.
Lily kind of rolls her eyes, snorts a little bit at that, and then like grabs onto the box a little bit.
Alright, I want you to roll me just a quick strength check.
Oh boy, she's great at that.
So, again, Folks isn't really like trying to keep it, they're just playing around. So you play around with them too, and you're able to like really pull a bit and then give so that they can have their fun. And eventually they let it go and you earn your prize.
I mean, I'm surprised that you thought you were gonna win that.
It's 2 out of 3.
You're on.
They open their mouth.
Lily inserts the gum pack back in.
And the tug of war begins again. Alright. So while they're doing that, back in the store.
But yeah, Brad was just leaving the store. Now that he's got the weird statue. His mom won't mind. She likes weird things.
Barbie goes over to Kane and says, "I will come with you to get address."
Sure. I can just text it to you guys later.
Barbie has nothing else to do.
Very well. Are you guys coming?
Need to drop this off back at my place.
Okay. Lily,
Oh, what?
coming to my place so we can look up the address.
We're gonna go see the weird guys who have drugs. Oh, my mom's gonna kill me for this.
Crikey, who had the window open, hops out of the car and then says, "What's this about giving a child drugs now?"
Pretty sure it's not drugs, sir.
He's eyeing you suspiciously.
Punch them out.
He looks to Lily and says, "Look, Lily, I'm all for you being an independent woman that, does your own things, but I think I'm gonna have to draw the line a little bit at potential drugs.
There was a guy with sunglasses inside.
Oh yeah, no, he's definitely doing drugs.
That's what I said.
And he looks you all.
Okay.
He looks you all, and then he says, "I will give you a lift, but Lily is staying in the car."
Fair enough, sir.
Okay.
Kane does drugs. Oh, it doesn't matter to me either way. I was asking, just to simply ask.
I mean, Kane doesn't have drugs, so I could probably go to his house. I just want to go near the weird guy with the sunglasses. I'm like 90% sure he's on drugs.
This is my workplace, Lily, not my house. We're going to.
You live at your workplace?
No, we're going to my workplace.
Oh. You have candy there?
Yeah.
Can I have the candy?
No, you're not having any more candy. I just gave you chewing gum.
Ah,
Also, no, I wasn't gonna give you the candy.
everyone's being unfair today.
So, you all drive to Cam's workplace, and you use the little black light to, get the address.
Yep.
And Cracky puts it into the limo's GPS because it's a limo, of course it has a GPS. And you arrive at this ominous building that has sunglasses on it.
Oh my gosh, even the architects were on drugs.
Guys, I'm gonna bow out. Bye.
Okay,
Bye.
Really?
Ah, yes. Thank you for coming, Ninja. And when you get a free day, we'll organize your new character.
Yay, for sure. I don't want to
Yay.
leave yet, so I'll think of.
Sorry, I completely blanked there. Good night.
Good night.
Hmm.
Alright. So, you guys are down near the building. And Lily?
Oh my gosh, the building's on drugs.
Don't have to go in if you don't want to.
I don't think I'm allowed to anymore.
Me.
Mm.
Here.
I'll just stay on my phone. Maybe you guys can call me and I'll just talk through the phone.
Yeah, you could do that.
They can't give me drugs through the phone, right?
No, they can't.
Cracky sort of sighs and he says, "Alright, that's fine."
Alright.
And you use the video camera so Lily can see what's happening from the safety of the car where she can not be touched by drugs. So, you enter the foyer, and there is a man at the front desk. Specifically, it's Phil. He's back.
Phil again.
He's sitting at the front desk.
Mr. Classified, good to see you again.
Yes, it's good to see you. I was expecting you'd come.
Of course he was.
So, I take it you are the group that happened to get arrested by the police for suspected manslaughter?
Giant weasels.
Unfortunately, yes. They thankfully couldn't find anything of the sort.
We sent an agent into one of those rifts. We were unable to. They unfortunately could not move inside the rift. which is why we will want to hire you. He leans against the desk and leans forward and he says, we want to give you positions, the pay is very good, and in return for taking care of these rifts, we will give you. And he pulls out basically an employment agreement. You know, there's dental, there's insurance.
Oh, holy cow, it's a space drug cartel.
No, these are just benefits.
And
You guys?
he offers you a pen and says, now, I'm only going to give you this offer once. You could join us and get the benefits of having the government backing you, the government preventing you from being targeted by the police, for example, and also full blackouts on any sort of publicity and communications, so you won't have to worry about paparazzi. And in return, all we ask is that you read through this carefully and make sure the agreement is to your specifications and isn't going to do anything that you are not uncomfortable with, and work for us.
Brad,
I can't see the
Well-
fine print.
yeah, while he's explaining things, Brad is reading through the contract very carefully.
I have a thing for this.
Barbie
I lost my thing. Oh, here it is.
is a dance. So he actually starts to sign it without reading.
Yeah, okay. So the contract
Someone else stops him.
So the contract is fairly loose. You guys will be getting paid quite well because you're basically being signed up as air quotes volunteer firefighters. And that the contract basically says that that's what you're going to be classified as in terms of employment to your friends and family, but you will be doing the rifts and taking care of them, and in return for each rift you take care of, you will get a bonus, and if you die, a fairly sizable sum will be given to your family so that they'll be well off. And there's only one small stipulation that essentially says we would like to, conduct a few tests and try and if you can, bring in one of their agents so they can conduct tests inside the rifts.
Like these conditions.
What was that, Lily? You're
Yes,
breaking up.
I have several claims with these conditions.
What? You're breaking up.
I can hear you just fine, you liar. Okay, first of all, I don't think my mom's gonna appreciate me being signed up as a volunteer firefighter. Unless we say it's like community service hours or something, but even then, I don't know if it should be. Well,
Lily like stops for a second. Her initial take on this was, oh, firefighting as a kid is way too dangerous. Her mom would never let her do that. And then she realizes that it looks like volunteer hours, and quite honestly, her mom does not care enough probably to actually actually care that her child is running into fires. It makes the family look good.
Yeah, it would indeed make the family look good.
As long as you're making money and looking good doing it.
Lily realizes that her argument has fallen apart, but she can't really say why, because if she was a normal kid, it wouldn't have. Okay, well, okay, maybe that isn't such a huge problem. Okay.
but I like the idea of them doing tests. I don't want to be poked. I am okay with being on this side of the needle. I do not want to be on the other side of the needle.
Well,
It has anything to do with medical tests.
you don't all have to sign it, of course. And we can negotiate the contract. But if you don't sign, then we can't pay you. That's the main long and short of it.
Lily, I'll just hand you my check. I make enough money as it is.
Brad is
Alright.
staring down at the contract. It is a lot of money. And he only works as a gas station cashier. That's not a lot of money.
It's
But
not.
this is a lot of money.
It is.
Barbie is not a smart person. He's already signed the contract and handed it back. He didn't even read through it.
I'm just saying, for their safety, mostly for my safety though, but for their safety, I don't think they should be running those tests.
But yes, they renegotiate. They also then pause and they tap in the computer and then they say, "Oh, my apologies. We will need to change the we will need to change Lily's contract. As a child, we are legally not allowed to experiment on her."
Oh yeah! No needles for me, boys!
But we
Lily,
will
you
still
gotta
give
walk in the
her.
building.
Sorry.
Lily, you still gotta walk in the building to sign a contract.
We have DocuSign these days.
Oh damn! You got me. You got me there.
This kid knows too much.
You got me there. Okay, they make you a digital one.
I will reiterate.
Yep. And because you are a child, they even make you a bank. Basically, they negotiate with Crikey to get it deposited into his account so that he can use it to pay for you because you're too young to really handle money.
Dang.
And he's the only one you really trust. Anyway.
But yeah, as far as Brad is concerned, he sees only good things coming out of this contract. Which sounds too good to be true, but at this point, people are dying. So what choice does he have?
Alright, so he hands you all a badge, which the badge says that you're firefighters, but when you open the badge, it has some sort of fancy shimmering bit, and as he shows it to you, you'll immediately go, "Oh yeah, this checks out. We're firefighters." And then he closes it, and you're all like, "Wait a minute." Except for Lily, because she's not physically there. So you just see them all, see him open it and then close it, and everyone else is like. And then he explains to you all, "This metal strip will allow you to get past any police if they happen to stop and question you."
Like makes life easier.
However, it only lasts 5 minutes once they see it, so be quick.
Okay.
And then he hands you the badge and then says, "Welcome to the Men in Black glasses." And he hands you all a pair of glasses and gives you a pair for Lily and says, "And don't worry, the glasses are optional for women."
Barbie
Right?
equips the second pair of glasses.
Okay.
The sunglasses, the second pair, that is.
Okay.
I just realized I don't even know if I'm qualified to be in this company. I am a woman. I am a lady.
The wall is silent. We're a woke company here.
Yeah, but I'm a lady who identifies as a lady.
Yes, which is why the sunglasses are optional.
Oh, you're a what company? I identify as a lady right now. He doesn't wear the sunglasses.
He stares for a moment and then he goes, "Well, we're a woke company, fair enough."
Any case, I'm looking forward to doing business with you then.
He nods, and then he says, I have also added myself to the group chat.
When'd
So
you do that?
That's classified.
They have hackers.
So yes, you look to the group chat, and indeed, there is a new message that says. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna write this in. 1 second.
Oh, no.
Hold on. Where is it? I just need to. Where's it? There it is. Okay. Copy that. And we paste it. And then we say. There. Perfect.
Well,
I'm not too sure I like this.
not Sir Louisa is going to like this.
Yay.
What could possibly go wrong?
So.
So, Phil, I have a question for you if it's classified or not.
Yes.
Do you sell drugs?
We do not, but we stop aliens from selling drugs.
I
Kate looks a
don't
little
believe you.
disappointed. Kate looks a little disappointed.
There are some alien drugs that take you to a different world, quite literally.
Wait, really?
He nods.
Oh, now you're interested in the drugs, Lily. No, we're not talking about drugs anymore.
No, wait, I want to hear about that one.
No. Click.
The call has ended.
I like it immediately hits it and tries to redial.
Do, 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 do.
Fine, hang on, I got a call. Hello?
Hey,
Oh, my apologies. He puts it back on camera for Lily.
okay, so what was this about drugs?
Click.
She calls again.
Phil watches this all with a completely blank expression.
Hello? Oh, I'm sorry. The call must have been bad reception. You have to understand.
And I can hear you just fine. I saw your hand go towards the button.
Call reception.
And your image isn't even blurry or jittery or anything.
He shakes the camera rapidly and then clicks off the phone.
She calls again.
He probably does it on Brad's phone this time.
She calls Brad because she does not trust Kate anymore.
He picks up the phone. It's not drugs. We are not talking about drugs anymore.
Oh, but they had cool ones. They had intergalactic ones.
I'm afraid those are classified.
What?
We could not tell you about them even if you asked.
Why?
Because they're classified.
Because it's illegal. Also very illegal, probably.
Also, we have one final message. If you happen to see a grey alien with a big head and spindly arms, you don't need to worry. That's classified.
Your brother?
Barbie looks around. Does he see it in the building?
There is indeed someone fitting that description currently getting a drink from the ice from the water cooler.
Oh god, they do exist. What have we gotten
So-
ourselves in?
Their name is classified?
No, their name is Roger. Their existence is classified.
Right.
I'm not entirely convinced that that entire company isn't on the alien drugs.
They're not sharing, Lily.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you weren't
no.
either.
We are not on the drugs. Are you done with your questions? I need to get back to work.
Yeah, I think we're good.
He motions towards the door. It is a pleasure to work with you. Now go out there and save the world.
All
I'll
right,
try.
Phil. Gosh, you act more like a Kevin, Phil.
Alright, I will change my name to a Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
Let me just edit. And then here, Kevin. Alright. His name is now Kevin.
Kevin classified.
Well then.
So, you all head out. And Lily, do you get out of the car?
Well, he does get out of the car.
All right.
He goes to freaking punch Kate in the freaking like leg.
Oh, she punches hard.
He hung up on me like 3 times.
It was an accident. I swear.
It was not an accident. I saw the camera feed.
Think you can
Fine,
get
I'll make it up to you, Lily.
Ow.
He looked to see if Cranky's nearby.
See if there's any what nearby?
If Cranky is nearby or watching actively.
I'm sorry. If there's any cranky?
Crikey.
Ike.
Yeah, Crikey's nearby. He's, he's by the car.
Kane sneaks a lollipop into Lily's jacket or coat.
Roll me a stealth check.
Go down.
Wouldn't that be a sleight of hand check?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm good at these.
He spots it immediately.
Crikey does indeed see it. He just sighs and pretends not to see it.
He like looks at the lollipop, has not realized that Crikey has seen it. Like shiftily looks around. She's very bad at being sneaky in this situation. And just nods at Kane. Like the deal has been struck.
Next, I don't aim for the shins, please.
Live wherever the heck I want. You can't tell me what to do.
Lily?
Get anything by her, Kane.
Crikey calls out, Lily? What's your language?
Aww. I like Mom.
Would you like to go
Maybe
back
Mom
there
would-
right now?
No. Mom would wash my mouth out with soap. I don't want that. No, I'm good. We're okay.
And remember, it's not hell,
Yeah.
it's honey.
Honey. Right.
Oh, honey.
Oh, honey.
He nods, and that's all he does.
She doesn't actually do that, does she?
What?
Wash your mouth out with soap.
Yeah? Say a bad word.
Hmm.
Or stuff that disrespects the
ju-
family.
Reminds me of my father a little bit, except he doesn't actually wash my mouth off with soap. Just gives me a certain lesson about politics or something. I don't care.
Foundry VTT says, "Wait, if you wait until one of those little portal thingies, you can punch him in the face."
Oh, 'cause I'll be taller.
Please stop giving her ideas.
Lily looks eager.
I just gave you a candy.
That is true. Okay, I can't punch him in the face because he did bribe me with candy. If he does it again, then I get to punch him in the face in the portal. But right now we're good because he gave me a candy. Arby, insult me so that I can punch you in the face.
In any case, I need to head back home to tell my mom about my new job. So yeah.
Quitting your old job fully.
By the way, Lily,
Yes.
with the money you are getting, you could potentially rent a place and move out.
I have a child.
Yes.
I don't think I can actually buy or not buy. I don't think. No, I don't think I
Lily?
can actually buy
Lily?
a house. I'm not legally old enough.
Lily,
Yeah.
he looks to you and just says, "Would you like to move out of your parents' house and come live with me?"
I don't know if that's a good idea. I mean, it sounds like a great idea. But if Mom hears about that, she is going to track us down.
Just think it over, alright?
I'll definitely think it over. That sounds like a great idea. Otherwise, I just don't want you to get in trouble.
Well, I am sure it will be fine.
I mean, I want that kind of confidence. But I forgot how Mom could be. Now I remember how Mom can be.
Well, it's time to say goodbye to your friends.
Bye, guys! This was a fun conversation. Ha ha ha!
Everybody gives a hug.
Lily just takes the hug. She doesn't even move her arms back. She's just kind of standing there.
Are there any last things you guys would like to do before Lily heads home?
Brad would like to ask something.
Hmm?
Are your parents even good to you?
That is definitely a question I've been asking myself a lot lately. Mostly ever since we've gotten back. It's less that they're not good, and more that I'm scared of what will happen if I'm not good.
See, you see, Brad used to be a police officer, which means it was mandatory for him to study law. So he's a little bit worried.
Friday steps in and says, "Don't worry. Don't worry. The situation with Lily's parents is a little complicated, and we don't want the authority involved."
Understand.
Right.
If you guys guys need anything, you can call me.
Great, thank you. Shall we go, Lily?
Lily gets into the car.
Alright. And as you guys are driving off, Rocky pulls over at this, let's say, like, after about 10 minutes of driving, he pulls over. And then he turns, because he's in the driver's seat and it's a limo, and he turns and looks back to you. Lily.
Yep.
I think you're old
Said
enough.
too much.
I think you're old enough to know this now. I am your biological father.
Lily does not look as shocked as she probably should be. Mostly because she connected the dots like a couple of sessions ago.
Yeah, but now he's
Kinda
just
sits with. He's now said it, yeah. She sits with that for a second, though. And then just kind of thinks for a moment. Because, oh boy, she has a lot of strings that she has to, like, consider on this. She has a whole, like, conspiracy board in her head.
Okay, so you're my dad. That makes actually so much sense and explains why dad never shows up. I'm guessing he's probably not happy about that. Does he know?
I don't think he knows, but that is why I am kept on the staff. Your mother knows that if I'm let go, that I would probably inform the authority.
Okay. Oh boy, okay. So this is bad on like so many levels because okay, just if we tell the police, mom or dad's probably just gonna try to bribe them off because we can't like lower the family name. If we try to run away, they're gonna think we know. And they're gonna get mad at us. They're gonna try to find us because they can't sully the family name. We are in so much trouble.
And he properly parks the car, and he climbs over the seat to sit in the back with you, and he puts a hand on your shoulder. But if we do leave, and we're quiet, we can use this new employment you've found to ensure they can't find us.
By moving around?
He nods.
Oh, that might work. We could get like a whole bunch of different places, just up and. But what if they track it back to you? Because it's in your name and they know your name and.
He sort of chuckles at that and then says, "You really think they know my name?"
I mean, yeah?
What's my name, Lily?
Your name's Joseph, right?
No, it's not.
What?
He shows you his driver's license. The name on it is Joe.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Been a show all along.
They just kept calling me Joseph because they think it sounds fancier.
Oh, that sounds like them so much.
He nods.
Oh, of course they wouldn't have checked the name. Oh my gosh, that sounds like them so much. Oh my gosh, we could actually do this.
He nods.
What
But
if they get the police involved with this? What if they like call the police and say that I've been kidnapped and you took me? But if we get out, we'll be out. Maybe I'm thinking too hard about this, and maybe we just deal with it.
if they go to the police, we've got the tools to completely ruin them. They won't go to the police.
That's right, because if they go to the police, we could just tell them everything they've been doing. We've got Brad too.
And you can always put a bit of the waterworks on. Lily, I love you, but you do know how to act. Let's be real.
Oh, I'm very good at acting. I'm not even going to deny that.
Exactly. So you could easily spin the story and make it seem like they were. Well, they are already abusive to you, so you can easily increase it.
What? Oh my gosh, this could actually work. We could get out.
He nods and he starts to climb back into the seat. But I want you to think it over. I don't want you to make a decision right now. Because if we do this, it will mean we will have to be very careful about moving your stuff.
I mean, but we could get out.
If that is what you want, Lily.
Why would I want to? I mean, yeah, I've got stuff there. Why would I want to stay?
He sort of smiles a bit warmly at that, and then he says, well, would you like to stay with me, Lily?
Heck yeah, you're way better than Mom, and I don't even see Dad half the time.
He starts the car. Then let me take you home. And you don't head back to the manor. So what's everyone else doing?
Dad's going back home. Where he needs to explain to his mom that he signed up for volunteer work for extra cash.
Alright. Your mom is watching her soap operas.
Hey Mom, I'm home.
Oh, welcome home, dear. How was work?
It was alright. But, I managed to sign up for some volunteer work for, it pays well.
Oh, does it? Well, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see you're finally getting out of that cashier job.
Yeah, it really wasn't paying as much.
You're
as I
starting to rise up in the world.
I figured if I'm not able to be a police officer, I might as well use my muscles for other things.
She gives you a
Like
hug.
saving people's lives, for instance. Oh, he hugs back.
I'm proud of you. And who knows, maybe you'll meet your next special someone there.
Mom!
I know Clarice was a bit too much of a bitch for your liking, but she was really beautiful. I'm just saying, you never know what the cards hold.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to talk.
Alright, anyone else got anything they would like to do?
Neku is muted.
Okay. Then with that, I will call this session to a close. Thank you all for coming. We'll see you all next time. Bye bye!
Bye bye.
Bye!